Please, town hall meeting. I'm very sure this must be a different town hall because this will be the first time practitioners, musicians, comedians, actors, event planners, bouncers, hype men, DJs, OAP, and the rest. This is the first time we are meeting together under one roof. Please, a round of applause for this wonderful. And I want to give kudos to the CEO, Two Things Promotion, for this wonderful idea, and is also the convener. So please, a round of applause for Two Things Promotion, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, my name is Bryan. I'm a comedian and actor, and also the senior special assistant to His Excellency the Governor of Delta State on entertainment. And my boss, His Excellency the Governor of Delta State, I know that from signals we're getting, he's very close to Asaba, and he will be joining us. So as we wait for His Excellency the Governor, and I want to also use this video to say thank you for coming out on time. We have some persons sitting at the gallery already. Thank you very much for coming out. But because say with the entertainers, we're not supposed to sit down like say with the journalists. You don't understand? Because the way we go sit down, we probably like people welcome to see maybe TV Joshua, Ogunmola, and probably like say we carry family problem come. So because of say not be like that we supposed to all the way from Warri, ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for a comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, MC Douglas. It's Douglas. Just come tell us one or two things. Because most of us never reach Warri for some period of time now, so tell us what they happen for that side. Please, a round of applause for him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is a town hall meeting. We are not here to crack joke. Flag is a way to make some about tell you what you have forward. When I come as somebody, tell me you have a pass. We are not here to do comedy because what's going on in this country now, we are not happy. I don't know if you guys are happy. We're not happy. I think we have a lot of people here. We have educated mind here. Most of us that are here now, we're hot graduates. Have you? If you look now, all of us now, what do they do now for life to survive, not relate to what they teach us for school. So this is the real data beyond Okoye. Now we do for here. So we see this guy now, this is not what he do for school. Not study camera for school. Now he's a cameraman. Graduate from Nollywood. And not teach how to handle camera for school. Just came out from school, no work. This is the only country where engineering students will do IT for police station because of the hardship of this country. I surprise everybody will come here. Actors, they are seated, actors are seated, hype men, they are seated. I don't understand why bouncers, they don't sit down. I don't know. Bouncers, when I come here, come be when I deal with us. So that more will know in case they don't deal now. No say, when I come walk, because now we are here to discuss our mind. You know, bouncer work now one of the hardest jobs person will not pay for this time, what you have to do. They say when you are working, choose a job that you'll be happy with. Work while you're happy. Once I work now, the only one person will not take the time to rest. 36 days. This country will not good before everybody the best. Carry bouncer for possibly the best. Our job is okay. This guy now the house to begin now. What does your dad does for a living? My dad is an picture paparazzi. My dad is a filmmaker. My dad is an actor. My dad ask Basa. Once Basa Pekisa, what did your father do for a living? Say my daddy used to tell people, go back. Oh, the God is hard. Now we get trust issue for this country. Everywhere hard. We did last week for our church, empower our prayer warrior in poetry. Prayer warrior good times you do for the poetry, made them for nothing devour. Trust issue. This country now has no security anywhere. There's no security. Everywhere is hard. And thank God say people were there. We are fighting for this country. Most of us are there and all of us they during exams. We came out to fight for this country. And very soon the youth will take over this country with what we are saying. And recently I discovered the problem with the girl with Nigerian police now because most of them don't go to school. They are not educated. That's one problem we are having with Nigerian police. One day I was traveling to Port Harcourt. One police just stopped and said, where you park that car? The way the guy takes shot, the chalk and back. Then you look and say, who are you? I said, my tennis policeman said, I'm coming down, I will delay my time. Now I look at myself and say, I am CineAct Tv. He said, wow, good job. He said, you can go. I call him, look and say, why did they let her go? I said, you want to deal with it all. He said, now CineAct Tv. Then you now say, what's in it? He said, I don't know, but I sure say go pass the bill. God is hard. No work for this country. That's why we are here. We are here to speak our mind. Work not in this country. Even minister of work not get work for this country. The only job within this country now, when they give common man home, is many beds. Some of us here, some of them not put cost. Some of them are here, they do their own. Oh, which of you found a very best? The guy say, your own online empowerment program is good. Yes. Because some say that the money when they all our parents when they people used to live free, now they collect now. But the way they spend this money we will collect. And now you like that. Money where your back goes so far for white man who's slavery finish. You go collect the money come, what they do that they drink beer. They drink and they see they carry the money back to the country again. All this boy, I didn't know, man.
And I got my brother, my friend, a senior colleague, Anga is in the house. Please, a round of applause for him, a round of applause. Wow. Bros, this country when we did 9, you did fresh like this, on the yellow. I mean, are you and the INEC chairman they work? Because nobody who pass INEC chairman now for this country. That guy cash out. Tinubu just tell and say, announce the result. Make them meet me for court. My brother, they wait for them. Nigeria is a fairly huge country. Oh. People where use them now will not know. This country. Me, I not dey bother myself again, no. Because the way when things they go, I don't believe say who say Nigeria die, not go fire. Except say heaven not get conscience. We can't say hellfire, go another hellfire. No, anybody when die from here must go heaven. God knows say we don't go so far. So now to come enjoy remain. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one of the oracle of microphone in the building. Please, if your hands are not busy, a round of applause for Mr. Sammy Fejoko. is also an SSA to the governor on protocol. You're welcome, sir. Yes. Mr. Sami Fejoko is our boss. He's a man that wrote books. And one of the books now we dey read. One of them when we dey read is called Olingo. Olingo. Yes, 90 teachers Olingo. Bro Sammy. If Bro Sammy even dey as about like 1 week, 2 weeks, he not see you. He must find you still. And if you won't call, you know they call you to ask you whether you know well, I be you well. He go just tell you, Frank. I say, sir, where you dey? At the house. Oh yeah, contact them. But I just dey wait one day, may you call me. Frank. Say, sir, where you dey? At the house. Oh yeah, come. St. Joseph Catholic Church. Evening Mass. I will just know say na end time sign. I also have our admin on Groove. Our WhatsApp admin on Groove is in the house, Mr. Pronounce. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Pronounce. Yes, he's a gospel singer. But he like Groove. Lolo. Lolo, you're welcome. Lolo, don't enjoy Nigeria so now she don't vote for here. South Africa, when many of us they want wrong go. Now because of Lolo are not go again. Lolo can't dey here. So I hear say go embassy one day, I name not the system again. They don't format them. They come they ask I'm Chinyere. Say no, Lolo. My brother, all these people when they say they won't go abroad, they won't go abroad, they won't go abroad. Now 1 week you go stay abroad, you will miss Nigeria. I'll be play. At least for here you go see person when they owe person 50,000, 1 million naira, 2 million naira. You don't ever hear say person they owe person $1 million, 1 million pounds. How? They're not they owe for that side though. If hungry won't kill you finish. And not be here when we they go visit anyhow. I feel just come out now, go Belushi house. You know, nothing hungry, carry me come. I just say, you don't say when I see you. Where madam? Where madam? I don't play go kitchen. Where madam? For London. As you just knock, you open door. Now your brother, wow, Sissy, how are you? What are you doing here? So I say, my cousin, no. Today's Thursday. I didn't plan anybody visiting me today. And you didn't call me on the phone. So please go back, call me on the phone. Not nothing else I carry you come. That side. Oh boy. I just say system they work, but now yeah, enjoyment day. Person like a happy boy. A baller. Happy boy. As happy boy they so all their village winch and juju priests, all of them. No one feel do happy boy anything. Because winch na night they oppress people. So since when the winch people they target happy boy, he dey one club. If you not dey here, he dey here, he dey here. So the winch they don't tire for her. You not be press happy boy now. Every night. I don't even know how.
Organization you should go up. Okay, I want to see you up. So everybody can see you. Accompanying the government is the secretary to the state government, Chief Patrick Kuka, of course, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism. Your Excellency, you're welcome. While we remain standing, let's remain standing for the opening prayer. I'd like to call on Evangelist Paul Nance to lead us.
In Jesus' name, Father, we thank you. We appreciate you, Lord. We commit this meeting we've come today We ask you have your way. We ask, oh God, your presence take over. At the end, we'll give you all the glory, all the honor. In Jesus' precious name we pray.
All right, let's sit down. His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeka Okoye, CON, Governor of Delta State, Secretary to the State Government Commission of Agriculture and Tourism, members of the indigenous creative industry of Delta, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, these are members of the indigenous creative industry of Delta State. Amongst them you have DJs, you have hype men, you have content creators, you have event planners, there are comedians, you have OAPs, that's on-air personalities, you have filmmakers, and of course you have music artists. All of them are here and they are indigenous, they are Deltans and residents of Delta, and they are here to have an interactive session with you. They've been waiting here actually since 12 noon. They've been very, very patient, very organized. In fact, put your hands together for yourself for waiting this time. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I'm going to hand over the microphone to an MC because this is their show. He's a comedian and an OAP. Let's welcome Don Tucker. A round of applause for Don Tucker, please.
Your Excellency, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again we say a very big welcome to every one of us. We've been here like Mr. Samuel has said since 12 noon, and we've waited patiently for this time with His Excellency. Without further waiting time, we want to move swiftly with the program of today. And this event was actually put together by the indigenous creative industry. And to help us with the welcome address this afternoon, it's my singular honor and pleasure to make welcome to the microphone the comedian and MC, event promoter and packager, Mr. Idiri Ubada, also known as Two Things, for the welcome address. A round of applause for Two Things, please.
All right. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, the Secretary to the State Government, Sir Yohane welcome, the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, the Special Advisor to the Governor on the Economy of the State, Sir Yohane welcome. Before I proceed, I want to sincerely from my heart, sir, say thank you for finding time out of a very busy schedule to be here. Your Excellency, the people that are seated here today, they are the homegrown, indigenous, grassroots DJs, event planners, hype men, OAPs. There are people who are in nightlife, we call them the nightlife owners, they are here. Your Excellency, they are skit makers, people who do this local skit across, and they have been making waves. Then of course, the musicians, they are all here. Sir, as a stakeholder in Delta indigenously, I can tell you that since the time of Ibori to the time of Udwana, so, may so rest in peace, late Samodi, then to your turn. Sir, the creative industry indigenously has never in the history of this state sat like this with a sitting governor. So I will thank you for this honor, for this recognition. This is the first time we are sitting like this together. Thank you very much, sir, for coming. Sir, you are going to hear from all the various groups individually. Sir, you know, 4 years ago, I was opportune to sit with you and some of my colleagues. I have always advocated that Those of us who live in Delta, we have talent, we have the technical know-how. The springs and lights you're seeing here are done by our people. Ken is here, he's a light man, he's here. The stand here, they are all here, cameramen, everybody who are here, sir. The problem we have as indigenous entertainers is not the talent, it is just the plan. And we know that it takes money to service and create platforms. I equally know that constitutionally it is not the right of any government to fund entertainment. Their duty is to provide create an enabling environment for all our business to thrive. Having said that, back here in Asaba and environs across the Delta State, we have a problem. Unlike every other places where you write proposals, brands and companies who attend to you, but here in Asaba, they do not. Not because we are not well packaged, because the return of investment for this company is not there, because the numbers are not here. So, sir, I want to make a passionate appeal one more time, sir. If the time is still there, do it for us. It's a legacy project. Sir, I think it is my personal opinion that if an entertainment trust fund is established by law, managed properly, where homegrown and indigenous comedians, musicians, event planners can go to and access some level of funds that will come in form of grants and loan, it is going to help us a long way. It is going to help us, sir. Finally, before I drop the microphone, let me thank His Excellency for giving us a film village. I'm going to clap for that. That is the first of its kind in the entire country. And let me say again, Oga, you are the only governor that has appointed more from the creative industry into your cabinet. I'm going to clap for that again. Your Excellency, this laudable investment you've done. I know I'm not the private sector, they are handling the film village, but sir, one of the sustainability plan is to empower the homegrown. When you empower them, they will use that same money and patronize the film village, and the money will return back to where it came from. Thank you very much. I want to beg finally with His Excellency. I know you have that schedule, sir. Please do not spend too much time. We have very little time. So all speakers, let's be brief so we can allow them to other matter. Thank you very much, Excellency, for coming one more time. Thank you very much. Please let's enjoy the rest of our day and let's settle down. Thank you very much.
Please round of applause for Mr. Idiri Obada, 2 things for that wonderful Lord. All right, quickly we're moving straight now to the various representatives of the various parts of the creative industry present here today. In no particular order, I'll be bringing up one of each of them, one after the other. Like Mr. Tutis has said, please, let's be time conscious. We know the time we are in, and His Excellency, despite his busy schedule, has found time to come interact with us today. The first on my list today for the comedy and MCs. Put those hands together for Mr. Daniel Oni, aka Baba D.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, Your Excellency, please permit me to stand on all existing protocol. Your Excellency, the creative industry you see here today, we are happy. Honestly, we are also aggrieved. Your Excellency, part of the problems you have is empowering the wrong people around you. They will not tell you the truth. Your Excellency, you out of your large heart, oh, this person is trying, at least this person can reach to his constituency, pure land. When you reach to them and tell them, please, reach to your immediate constituency. They get like 5-10 persons that can give them problems, and it ends there. The locals, they suffer it. And these are the people who goes out to the streets to complain. Your Excellency, you've actually done a lot by empowering a lot, by giving SSAs, lot of essays, but all they do is for their pockets and their family pockets. Your Excellency, how will you feel if this large number here turn around against you because they don't get the feeling of what is coming? You are doing a lot, but they are disenfranchised. We are disenfranchised. The people you send to us that we think they are representing the creative industry and other facets, they don't get to us. They get to the wrong hands. Your Excellency, I for one, several times that I've met you, it is not for my personal interest, it's for the interest of others. Several times myself and him. If everybody can do that, I think the world will be a better place. The state will be a better place for us. Your Excellency, we don't want to take much time. The bottom line is, if you employ A as whether executive assistant, whether special advisor, and you see, they all have constituency. They are supposed to mediate on your behalf. Because you cannot go to everywhere. If you did not take the opportunity to come here today, you will not know this. But they will tell you, don't worry, they're okay. That's what you give us. We don't share that. DJs don't get. Comedians don't get. They are doing well. They will just bring in like 10, 7 people. If we wanted to do that, we would have been able to come, just bring 20 persons and come and see you in government house. Maybe probably just so you are taken, and then it's no. Hear from the people. Your Excellency, going forward, please, when you meet, when you employ, take time, even if it's once in 3 months, once in 2 months, do town hall meeting. Hear from the people. If the people you employ, if the constituency is actually reaching to them, it goes a long way. Your Excellency, my name is Bolaji, the Chinese comedian of Okwara.
Thank you very much. Please, if Mr. Babadi spoke your mind, can you make some noise? Alright, quickly, I would also want to make welcome to the microphone an ace OAP, a comedian, an entertainer par excellence. He's been on the radio for years and is still on the radio. Creative industry, put those hands together for Belushi One Mama.
Pamela, Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, and all protocols to be observed. My neighbor governor, like I fondly call you on radio, I want to start by congratulating you on your numerous achievements as the governor of Delta State. You have tried in the areas of infrastructure, healthcare, education. Today I come here to speak on behalf of the on-air personalities and the media houses in Asaba and Delta State. So I'll start by saying that we are not happy at all. We have been relegated to the background, sir. We are like Wakapas in our own state, sir. Sir, I want to beg you, we the popular OAPs and the radio stations, we are the mirror. the intermediate between the government and the people. We are the only people that relay the real messages to the people. In a time like this when the social media and fake news has become the order of the day. But my governor, sir, we are not happy with you, sir. Sir, for the past 8 years, I don't think you have visited any radio station in Asaba. Personally, we want to see you. We want to talk with you. We want the people to feel your pulse. You are doing very well, sir. And people want to hear from you. We have not felt the government of PDP. It is very fortunate that we love PDP and we will continue to support PDP in Delta State. Sir, on this state, we are still progressing in error because the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Honorable Sheriff Oborowere, has not visited any radio station or TV station in Delta State for Asaba. Am I right? Sir, we want to work with the government. The on-air personalities, the radio media, the TV media, local, we want to work with you. We are tired of only hearing from our government from channels TV. Our money that they go pay them here, where we need this money here. So my governor, I want you as our father to tell Sheriff to consult the media, OAPs, indigenous media. We need to work with him going forward because we believe that he's going to be the next governor of Delta State. He needs to see us. Let's talk on how we can make Delta State better. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Christopher Shedu Belushi, aka Belushi Wa Mama. Moving forward, we want to welcome to the microphone an event planner speaking on behalf of event planners here in Delta State, across all the local governments in Delta State. The CEO Camara's event, Camara. Who doesn't sing that for her, please?
Good evening, everyone. Your Excellency, the Senator Dr. Ifeka. Apologies. I'm here. Okay, I'll start again. Good evening, sir. The Executive Governor, Your Excellency, Senator Dr. Ifeka. Please permit me to stand on all existing protocols because of time. This hall is actually too small to contain the creatives in Delta State. We are numerous in number. Thankfully, I am here representing an association, the event organizers and practitioners of Nigeria. It's an association in the South and Southeast, and we are privileged to have a very vibrant chapter here in Delta State. I would want to talk on a few things because of time. We want to talk a bit about challenges we experienced, and then more on way forward, moving forward. I represent event planners, decorators, security, caterers, chefs, pastry chefs, even the DJs and the music producers, everything related to events. Hold on. This association was established as a mother body covering different aspects of events. Thankfully, some of us are here. In 2021, I would like to just go back a bit. We were privileged to host delegates from 9 South and Southeast states in the event industry. It was at Oki Hotel. We tried severally to reach our chief host, the governor of the state. We also tried to reach the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism. Every channel we went to was blocked. There was no way. You were inaccessible to us. We had all these delegates coming from different states, being hosted here in Delta State, and we could not get our governor, especially with a theme like celebrating cultural heritage, especially the heritage of Delta State. We had no access to you. all the people around you we sent those letters to deem the letters as insignificant, and this was covering a large aspect of the event industry. That's one of the things. The second thing I would like to bring to your notice, sir. So there's this beautiful scheme you anchor. It's the one of empowering skilled people. You know, you empower the trained photographers, videographers, and caterers and all. And every year we push them into the markets that have already existing players that have been there for years, and most of them are struggling. There is no scheme whatsoever that empowers the already existing workers, the already existing players in the event industry, the event planners, the decorators, the caterers, the pastry chefs. There is no scheme on ground. It's mostly these new ones that are empowered. Meanwhile, if you empower the already existing ones, give them the capacity they need to grow, a lot of those existing businesses will be able to incorporate these new players that are released into the playing field every year from your government. So it's a major thing moving forward we would like you to consider. And then, finally, so we don't waste your time, sir, we want equal opportunities with patronage. We're here as event industry members here, especially event planners. We see these bigger ones that come in when we have big events. Our government goes outside to get those event planners, get those caterers and all from outside. We pay them so much money. Now these people, they come to our states, they call us, we're the ones that actually do those jobs for them. And then we're paid a part of it and they go away with a large sum. Sir, we want the Delta-based event planners, decorators, and those practitioners in this event space to be patronized moving forward. There should be patronage for all of us moving forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, event planners. Please, on this note, I want to appeal. If any of the representatives have spoken words on your mind, please, there's no need for repetition. All right, let's just key to what any of our colleagues here have said. Please, for sake of time, permit me now to make welcome the representative of the DJs Association, DJ Bassett. Your Excellency, please permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. I am DJ Descent. I represent the DJ in Delta State. In our numbers, we are here. So we cover events, and every event has the DJ. We have our strength cover the full 25 local governments of Delta State. I can boldly tell you that our numerical strength is more than 15,000. Every professional DJ have more than 10 persons under him. But sir, I must tell you the honest truth, we are really not happy. I want to thank Papa D. Papa D, may God bless you. For the word you have spoken here, we want to say God bless you. Because the DJ are also part of that same part he has just spoken. We have been neglected for years. The DJs under the entertainment body has never been carried along. Unless when there is either rally. That is only when they call the DJs for numbers. But when it comes to the planning, when it comes to giving appointments, no DJ has ever been appointed as SA. No! But we are professionals. Sir, we want to beg. The profession as DJ is really not easy. Getting these instruments here cost millions. And many of us, after being trained, cannot even afford to get a pair of speakers. It may interest you to know that the least speaker you get now in the market, a pair, is about 850,000. Just speaker, two. So these are some of the problems. So I want to believe that moving forward, like Tuti said, if we have that
kind of loan or trust fund. It will help some of us. Again, I believe this government has promised us an academy. At least if we have an academy, just like they have the film village, if we have an academy where we can train people, we want to believe that thousands of Deltas living here will definitely be off the streets. So, sir, please, we are begging that as we mobilize to bring in the next government of Honorable Sherry, we want this message to be passed to him. That the DJs, being part of every event and key player of every event, would love to have us in his government. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. And then moving forward, we've had worship concerts in this town, praise programs, and I also believe that the gospel artists in Delta State, they are also not too happy. So for the gospel artists in Delta State, permit me to make welcome Evangelist Paul Arms.
Good evening, His Excellency. Please, I'm permitted to sign on the existing protocol. By the grace of God, I know His Excellency. He's a man that fears God. He's a man that loves God. Also, I want to speak on behalf of the music gospel artists. They are really not happy. We've had a series of Delta praise, and we get to see a lot of guys coming out from Asaba, and they pay them very well. And in Asaba here, we never, I think I'm the only one that is privileged to have ministered in such program, and I get to receive calls. They feel because I'm there, I should carry everybody along. Please, sir, I want to beg, sir. Right now, to produce a song, sir, takes over 500,000. We don't have a recording studio owned by the state. Just like the way we have Film Village. If we have a recording studio, all of the artists can come there and record. And by so doing, you have empowered all of us. Please, sir, I want to look into the gospel artists, indigenous gospel artists. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, just after Paul Arms, I would like to make welcome the Asaba Makakuna for the musicians, Mr. Teddy Olojoba, aka Fretless.
All right. Asaba oye! Asaba oye! Can I hear the capital city musicians in the house? All of you, wherever you are, stand up. All right. Your Excellency, two things. All right. Your Excellency, Senator Dr. Afo Ifeoma, Executive Governor of the State, and the SSG, Honorable Commissioner for Promotion Tourism, and of course, members of your entourage here present. I'd like to welcome you warmly once again on behalf of my colleagues. A lot has been said here, and I only just want to emphasize on a few of the points that have been raised here earlier, because I don't want to start another long journey of complaints. But the truth remains that this meeting, as it is, should have been possibly at the beginning of this your second tenure. But be that as it may, it is happening at the 11th hour, which we call injury time in our local palace. But it's okay. Have been alive? I thought I wait, have you? So we still have some time. I'm sure you can still do some good things for the industry. Yes, I'm here to speak on behalf of the capital city musicians, that's the home-based musicians. It is not a P-Man thing now per se, even though I'm a member of P-Man from the state and the national level. But
because of the position, the colossal position that I hold here in the state capital as one of the leaders in the music industry here. So I am standing on behalf of the musicians here, including the traditional musicians, the gospel musicians. Hello! Make I tell them. All right. So, Oga, let's not waste your time, like I said, and let me not speak too much English. You know. All right. So, Oga, I beg, no vex. I really need to come down to the basics. I really need to come down to the basics. I must tell you the truth. Over the years, the home-based musicians and of course entertainers here in the state capital have worked so hard for this party, PDP, and we have been winning all the time. It is our pride that artists who appreciate this party, who are associated with this party, who have been working with this party to victory at every point in time, it is our pride that we keep winning. And one of the major reasons that we are actually aggrieved is because what happened in the last election here in Delta State is like a slap on the face of the artists here. This is the state capital where we have over how many thousands of entertainers here who have voices to talk to the people, who can change the situation, who can change everything when it comes to. Now they talk, so it's not like what now they talk. So, all right, so now, a lot of these aggrieved people here today, as you see, who actually fought against the party based on the fact that we have worked over the years and we got nothing in return. With the vex. I must tell you, son, with the vex. And I am one of them. Because I've worked so much for this party for the past 20 years that I came back from Lagos. And I got nothing in return. So many of the members here, and they have told me, they keep telling me, waiting government get for us. Waiting government get for us. And because I don't have the solution, I'll just say that, calm down. And we have been calming down up to this time. Now, all right. So, now that our next dispensation is coming up, like I told you, that most of the people who you call obedient today are some of the people that are aggrieved from the PDP faction all this while. And I want to tell you that those of us who are the artists based in this town, we have been able to go around and talk to everybody to come back home so that we can support this party to win on Saturday. And that's the reason why we're here. So, Anga, I beg you, with the best. Like I told you before, with the best. A lot of them have said it before, and I don't want to repeat it again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Delta Soye. As they pray, please let us avoid the use of repetition. The governor not the small again. I believe the few people we don't talk, you don't know the problem. You know where wahala they are. Here we go. Your Excellency, please, you will bear with us because after I drop this mic, I will be handing over the mic to you for your response. My people, not so. Please, without wasting much of our time, can we put our hands together for His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State? A quick one. Thank you.
Please sit down. Please sit down. I beg, let me be quiet small. I know that for hear me. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I think we will probably benefit more if we listen to each other. I truly took time to listen to us, and I believe that you have spoken from the depth of your heart. First, I want to apologize that I came in very late. I was actually in worry when I asked that the meeting be put together. And last night, I was awake seeing people up to 4:30 a.m. So unfortunately, I couldn't get up early, and I had to go to two other places I gave appointments in the morning. I got there only in the afternoon. So please do pardon me. But I'm truly very glad that you honored me by staying put, at least to speak with me, and for me to have the opportunity to have this interaction. I know say una the best from wetin I don't talk today. So the first thing na to beg una make una no vex again. I dey beg make una no vex. Because when that language for we Delta, when you say I dey vex, e mean say e don touch for inside heart well well. Make una no vex again, I beg una. But I thank God for this interaction. Yes, it may appear that it's late in the day, but I think that there are new lessons that I've learned. And I think I still have the opportunity to relay my experiences and also to offer advice to Right Honorable Sheriff Oborore by the grace of God when God makes him governor. It's very unfortunate that things have turned on in this way. I have been in this state, and I generally thought that by giving appointments to some of our own, they'll be able to manage the industry. I'm not saying that they have failed in their own rights, but possibly being the first time that they've gotten this appointment, they were not able to manage all the groupings in this case. Secondly is the fact that I did not also know that we have very organized groups, as you have apparently displayed today, that we have very organized groups that have been put together by two things. Because when we have very organized groups and they are making a request, it becomes easier to relate to the organized group and to be in a position to determine what could be done. So that is another lesson learned. And it's also a lesson that I believe I'm in a prime position to advise the incoming government about. Beyond possibly what could be done even in the last 2.5 months of my tenure. There's nothing that I've done
that is deliberate. I couldn't have deliberately ignored you, obviously not. Otherwise, I couldn't have, from the beginning, even made a few appointments from amongst you. But is it possible to appoint people from every part of the industry? Sometimes it may not be possible. But it's for us to work with an organized group as you have put yourself together, for us to be able to find a space going into the future. So, on your part, I congratulate you for being able to put yourselves together. Sometimes it's not easy. And even looking for the top and with the light number here and several more persons outside, it's not easy to put people together. Only recently, I met with a group. I met them along with other persons. I think they called themselves the Delta Recording Artists. And I was told that they had over 2,000 persons in Delta State. Today I'm told we have over 15,000 DJs in Delta State. I don't have the numbers. There's you who run the association that know that you have that. We have tried to engage a lot of our youths in so many entrepreneurial programs. But I think it didn't occur to me. I felt I needed to build new persons to find a space, to find a job. But my mind didn't fly back to the fact that there are some people who are already in the job who are having issues. That is the truth. I want to be truthful to myself and be truthful to you. So it's not a deliberate mistake. It is something that, in the ability, there are so many people out there. There's nothing for them to do. Let's try to get things for people to do in a very harsh environment. So my mind didn't come to you. So I apologize for that. I know that even recently after the COVID, towards the end of 2021 and 2022, we actually started stretching our hands to find ways to support people, women, mainly women, but some other people who are in various trades and the rest, to find a way to support them so that they don't go under. That through this period, those who were in charge through the microcredit agency, I do not think that their mind also flashed back to where you are. So why we take the blame? It's also important that we become a little bit more pushful as an association. Because when you have an association, you have a leadership. The leadership must push to be able to break through. Otherwise, I will not know that you do exist as an association. So I'll probably be relating with people on an individual basis. So now that we know you are an association, and this is a confederation of associations in the creative industry, it becomes easier for government to be able to relate with you. I'm not saying that government can solve all problems. I'll be lying. I don't like to lie to people. I don't like to lie to people. The government can do a few things to support people. Just as we try to support people in the market, as we try to support widows, as we try to grow new entrepreneurs. It's also possible that we can support people who are already in the business, especially if it's in a structured manner. Like you have 15,000 DJs. There's no way government can come out and say, I'm able to support 15,000 DJs at a time. But it's possible to take it on a gradual basis. We are tended to start to do things to enable our people be more creative, even with their hands. Of course, some people with their voices, with their talents, with acting and everything. By growing technical schools, growing so many people through our several vocational industries. And several thousands of who have been imparted upon. But this is just an aspect of it that did not just come to our mind. Now that we are structured, please rest assured, I'm going to take this up. But I just want to offer an advice that the leadership must be a lot more pushing. I don't want to join issues with those appointed by me and you. It's not right for a leader to go in that direction. But I think that lessons have learned and new ways to approach the issues and the challenges have been presented. I think that it's for us to find a pathway for us to move forward. Two things talked about an entertainment trust fund. It is possible to establish that because this same issue we did pick up as we were even campaigning at the national level. And I think it's something that is doable. Fortunately for me, the person running as governorship candidate that stays still the current Speaker of the House. I think this is an area we have to go into. But it's not just enough for me to pull a small fund now without really having a legislation that backs it, that takes it into the next administration. So it's a good suggestion that you have made and we're taking note of it. It is something I'm going to try to put forth and see that it goes through the House of Assembly before my exit. If I put some funds ahead of time, if I kickstart it with some fund ahead of time, it becomes easier for him to continue as it comes in by the grace of God. We talked about the film village. Actually, that one was also a product of people who came to me. It was not even my idea. It was from the entertainment industry, it came to me. But I was already in the process of building a leisure park where people can take their children to and relax on weekends, even on weekdays, along with the zoo that we have side by side with the leisure park. And then they brought the issue of the film village. And we decided that we needed to build it also side by side with it. Even recently, I met with some of creative artists in that industry. They've also offered suggestions as to what and what could come in to improve the situation. It's a learning curve every day. I cannot assume that I know everything. It's not possible. More so when I'm not directly in the industry. So it's a learning curve and there are things to learn. I did reassure them. Even when I saw some other, I did not even know they lived in Asaba. I didn't even know that we had lots of such persons living in Asaba. Because the truth is, we did not have a strong interface between us. And it's unfortunate, but as I keep on saying, lessons have been learned. Suggestion has been made, particularly by Babadi, that there's a need to have town hall meetings. And I thank God for this, because this town hall meeting today is actually a product of the effort of two things. Because in the real sense of it, until today, I never knew we had people put together in there. That is the truth. I never knew about that. I know about probably because somebody is close to me, what they call Insurmont, and told me just not a few weeks ago that they had an association of the homegrown musicians. But I never knew there were such structured associations that we have today. So obviously it's possible to host such meetings to find a pathway to improving people. It may not be quarterly because it's not easy, because the job is not also easy. Sometimes we think it is, but it's not easy. There are lots of pressures. But such town hall meetings, as long as they are held in such a manner that there's enough interaction and processes are put in place to enable us to move forward. For one, Mama, I thank you for the issues raised. You're right. But not that I didn't visit anyone, but I know that I did visit about two, and they are privately owned, and also was interviewed from such places. But it's important because you're helping to publicize me. Probably I was shy of publicity. Actually, in the essence of it, if one of like people push me, I try to avoid it. We have several hundreds of projects that I refuse to commission. They push me and I say no. Why? Not because it's bad. But in every project you commission, you spend money to commission it. It's not that it's bad, but that money can also be spent, pulled together on another project. So the question of commission is difficult. You know, people have different views. So probably I was on the wrong path in going in that manner. Many of the things that started, the channel thing, it's just a product of, yes, probably the commissioner and other people pushing all that, pushing hard. But left to me, I felt whatever I was doing, I became governor by God's grace. And mine was to do what was necessary as much as humanly was available to me. But am I all knowing? No. There is always a space to learn. And the learning process is continual. It never stops. So I think that quote was partially from me because the tendency was not to advance myself too much because I didn't want to take the glory for anything. But I'm sorry about that. It's not a deliberate thing. And we thank God for it. But I think that Right Honorable Sheriff Okoye has a lot to learn from me now. Because I've learned some things from you too. But the greatest thing, joy that I have is that I've been brought to know. Because was it 2 days ago we talked? When did we talk? 3 days ago. Where I convinced, I said there is a group, there's a group, we can put it together. I think we can put them together. And here I've seen that you are more organized than I even thought. I wouldn't say it was exaggerating. But I find that you're definitely more organized than I thought. And which is good for this state. It's good for the industry, it's good for the government because you can have what we call a structured relationship going forward. The lack of access is very important. I know that it's not just easy to walk into a government, but I have tried to let people know that even if it's outside, I don't know what goes on. It's not possible to walk to the gate and they allow you in. I know that. But I expect that people should be able to see that my various workers to be able to find a way to structure a space. There are many of you who know that, present those who shy away, know that at any point in time, if I'm outside in an event, I allow people to walk up to me freely to make complaints. I try to do that. I don't prevent people from coming close to me in an event. And I will tell people that sometimes, after several years, I see those who work so hard for me. And they just make conduct, guy, you forget me. And that was just the only opportunity for me to be able to give them appointment. If not, they will be forgotten. In some instances, I almost found myself sharing tears, looking at some people and I knew their effort. But unfortunately, they were not able to reach me. So sometimes you begin to wonder, even being in office, it has its own challenge. Because it may take you away from even those who ordinarily would have been so close to you. And some other people may have access to you. It's one of the hazards of that office. So I do hope that since we are structured, it becomes easier to also, in appointing people, create a linkage between the government through the governor and the end users like you, because we know that there's a process to relate to. I'm taking note of the event planner that new players, we're encouraging new players, ignoring the old ones. I think I made that comment along the line that it was not a deliberate act. We just thought that we needed to create jobs for those who did not have jobs at all. As to patronage, I don't think that when it comes to government issues, when it's coming to who is going to reach out to an event planner, who is going to, the office of governor will not go into that. But I think that the offices where they get involved in that, either through the ministry, sometimes through the office of the SSG, should not be him directly, it's people below that will really engage people. I would not have an event and decide who is going to be the event planner for this. It's very unlikely that I will even think about that. Mine is eventually to come to a place and see that it is ready. So it's one tough thing. I hope that we are able to learn new relationships that can help us on this. But I want to be as truthful as possible on this. Somebody spoke about academy generally. I'm sure that obviously it was not talking that for DJ, it's not talking for DJs alone, but an academy for all to actually train people. I think that is a possibility that can happen in the next administration. I can't tell you now that in the next 2 months I'll start planning an academy. I'll be deceiving you. And may God not allow me to deceive anybody. I don't wish to. But obviously it's a good suggestion, but it's something that there has to be a lot of think through before you do that. The non-use of gospel artists, Evangelist Paul spoke about that. I'm told, I don't know, when I come into the praise day, which we have said every May 29, probably we have not utilized the local artists enough, but I see from the programs I have that there are some local artists that are used, but probably it is spread enough for the gospel artists, because that is for gospel artists only, for the praise day. I have seen a lot of local artists utilized in those events. Yes, but sometimes too, we also know that people, even when you're utilizing the local artists, they also want to see some of the bigger artists. Otherwise, it will not carry the effect somehow. So there has to be a combination of both. But possibly what we're asking for is that many more persons should be brought in. But definitely there must be a mix-up with those other artists, otherwise it's going to be a problem. We will not be able to achieve what we intend to achieve. So I think that is an advice we're taking. Believing too that when we vote right on Sheriff Okoye, I'm sure he will continue with the praise day. Don't vote for people who will kill others. Yes, a lot of home-based musicians work for the PNP and work for us. You're very right. It appears it took the back door. That's what you're saying now. So it's for us to learn to push in this world where there are so many competing factors. Of a truth, you don't just stay quiet. You push for things. You push for it as much as you can. You stay resilient, especially if you're in the leadership cadre. You must push and push and push. The slight push of two things today now has brought us together. And I think that a lot can truly be achieved on this. A lot truly can be achieved on this. So, for the takeaway is the fact that I want to make a promise that the Entertainment Trust Fund is something I believe is doable. It's something I'm going to try to initiate and ensure that the legislation is passed by the House of Assembly. And also try to institute the foundational fund to kickstart it before I leave office. Then please also, I have seen the level of organization. I hope we stay together. And that when we begin to apply the funds in assistance, that people will also respect the fact that everybody cannot be attended to at the same time. Therefore, the unions have a role to play in being able to help to manage these issues. So I thank all of you. I accept my faults. I also believe that you have also realized that there is a need to pressure a little more. And don't just put a little pressure and you withdraw. You pressure a little more in order to get to where you want to get. So I truly thank all of you. I wish you well. It's my prayer that we can continue to run in much better state. For all of us that are angry, as I said at the beginning, I apologize once again and say, make me not vex again. Make me not vex again. I beg you now. God truly bless all of us. And may God also bless the one that has brought us fully together to understand ourselves the more today. And I thank all of you for talking very frankly. So when you were talking, I was concentrating, watching everybody. I like to learn. I like to know my faults. And I like to move forward with it and offer advice. I'm not the type that would. Every man has something to learn. It's a continual thing. And I think that we have learned. I also believe that my political appointees, even in speaking today, whosoever has not lived up to your expectations, also has something to learn, because I have learned something myself. May God truly bless each and every one of us. And may we have opportunities to help each other as we move forward. God bless you.
As young ones, our father has spoken, and I believe after the governor has spoken, a lot of us have the change of heart. And the lie down the lie. So therefore, are we together? The governor has promised that everything we said is going to look into it, and going forward is going to right all the wrongs. So, my fellow indigenous, local, homegrown, as it is collated, today we have a voice and we have spoken well. It will not be proper for me not to recognize certain associations that didn't speak because of time. It is on that note I would like to especially recognize the presence of the skit makers rep is here. Mazi, thank you very much for coming. We have the Filmmakers Association producer here. Locally, she has been doing very well. She was supposed to speak because of time she couldn't. Thank you for coming. And of course, we have the hype men, Germany, the hype men, and the nightlife. They are all here. Thank you very much. It is on this note, therefore, we move through motion. Because we are now in one accord and we have listened to the governor and he has agreed to do everything said here. And some other is going to recommend to the incoming governor by the grace of God. I therefore move that as indigenous entertainers that have listened to the governor, that we pass a vote of confidence from the indigenous entertainment to the governor. Those in favor say aye. Your Excellency, who are good. Next Saturday is coming. This Saturday is coming. Now that we are in peace and we are in one accord, finally, I therefore move again. I therefore move again that since we are all sherified, that come this Saturday, we have to press our thumb for one and only. Finally, I would like to specially recognize Your Excellency. There are a group of entertainers, they came all the way from Orogu. They've been making local noise in Orogu, and they don't call them actors. They are here, their leader is here. All the Orogu boys can recognize you now. There are group that came from Isoko. Where they Isoko Wado? So, Your Excellency, it is obvious we came from everywhere. So now that we have agreed that we passed a vote of confidence on the governor, we have equally agreed that come this Saturday, we will vote for Sheriff all the way. Umbrella, 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 umbrella. I want to thank everyone that came out to be part of this. We will continue to meet like this and dialogue and find better ways of doing business in Asaba. And by the special grace of God, we are going to succeed.